complete breakfast.
That's how they used to get us when we was kids. But now let's get into, is Frosted Flakes really healthy? Because it's people really asking this question out there. And I want to make sure the people know. So first of all, my name is Cameron McCullough, and I teach people how to get their body healthy, okay? Because this is the vehicle that we're living in while we're on this thing called planet Earth, all right? So people are asking, how do I know if Frosted Flakes are good? Now we're going to zoom in on this. Hold on. Okay, now that we're zoomed in, I want you guys to know, in order to know if a particular food is healthy, you need to know what it is that we're talking about. Since we are talking about ourselves, a natural human being, a human being requires proteins, fats, waters, and depending on the particular person, some carb sources like some potatoes or something like that. Some potatoes. Some cultures do wheat. Some cultures do corn. Some cultures do rice. It's just whatever fits with your body and what your body agrees with in the carb department. Okay, but we're talking about Frosted Flakes. So straight out the gate, we know Frosted Flakes is corn flakes. So it's made out of corn. Corn is one of those carbs that a large percentage of people, especially when it's made from a food such as Frosted Flakes from a GMO. So this ain't even real corn. All right. And we're going to get into these damn slides later of how they propagate this to, like, even when I was a kid, you know, Tony the Tiger used to say, if you want to be great, eat some Frosted Flakes. So I was like, I'm finna eat some Frosted Flakes. Okay? We was in the non-name brand one. Because the name brand one with Tony the Tiger, Tony the Tiger was asking for too much money. Especially right now in these days, he asking for a little bit too much money now. Okay? I ain't never seen or got a box of cereal that has no concept of nutrition that costs almost $6. Ain't no way on God's green earth. Okay? But always look at the nutrition label when you're trying to see if something healthy, if it fits you and what you're trying to do. Okay? So you can see that it barely has any fat in there. So you can't live off of this. This isn't a good start to the day, since one of the functions of fat is to provide energy. Okay? Fat has many functions within the human body. Um, if we look at cholesterol, let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so now that we're zoomed in a little bit more, there's barely any cholesterol compared to like an egg or something from an animal food source. The sodium, that's almost a daily amount for the requirement of the human body. I know they be telling y'all like 4,000 milligrams, 2,000 milligrams. For most people, they do not need that much. You can even look that up on Google. The first thing you're going to come across, of course, is like that 2,000 milligram recommendation. But it is actually a lot lower than that. The body doesn't require nearly as much sodium as um, the good myth would lead you to believe. All right, carbohydrates. All right, so with carbohydrates in here, we got 33 grams for 1 cup, and I think the 200 is with milk. And they're always talking about skim milk, because even with milk, it's still zero fat. So that's the thing when it comes to these people that lie, that are behind these corporations, such as um man, what's their name? The people that put out these recommendations for nutritional health of a human. They're saying you don't need no fat to start your day off. Where you gonna get your energy from? All these damn carbs. Trying to get your blood sugar all spiked and everything. Okay? So far, this ain't looking too good. You would have to pair this up with like some type of protein or fat, at least some whole milk, so it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. Um, but I mean, it's not looking too good so far. Protein, 2 grams, and then 8 grams with some milk, some skim milk. Okay, so it ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good. But let's go ahead and look at the micronutrients. When it comes to this right here too, it's a piece of crap. Vitamin D, 10%. And they're not saying if it's the one that's actually bioavailable within the human body, which is vitamin D3 and not vitamin D2. Knowing how they operate and how cheap these corporations are for a profit, it's probably vitamin D2, some cheap form of vitamin D. Okay, but it's very little. Like, and this is what they're recommending to children. Your children that are going through, they're growing into mature adults, finna go into puberty probably, and they're running these commercials to the youth. Just like they was running these commercials. That commercial y'all saw in the beginning, that was from 1999. So that was definitely during my time. Okay. So, but they ain't gonna be committing no crimes on my time. Okay, so that's why we're making these videos. So let's get back into it. Calcium is very low. It needs some milk. She needs some milk. Okay, so skim milk has some calcium. All right. So if y'all gonna eat this with some raw milk. Okay, now you still probably gonna get a little bubble gut as opposed to just drinking the raw milk without the cereal. But if you're gonna do this, at least have it with some raw milk. All right. Iron, that's not the iron they're throwing in here is not like the iron that's as bioavailable in a piece of steak or something like that, in some eggs, in some chicken, in some fish. Okay. Um, Dairy products. Okay, it's not gonna be beneficial. That's why when you look, if you let your cereal get soggy, and then you eat all your cereal, and then drink your milk, and then you look at the bottom, you see all these little minerals and metals that they add to these cereals called fortified cereals. It all ends up at the bottom, and you can use a magnet to see for yourself. Go ahead and do the experiment. All that is magnets. So go ahead and try that. All right. Then the rest of this potassium ain't damn near enough. You need more potassium than almost at least 4 times more potassium in order to have a healthy environment with that. Be the best optimum health within your body and your sodium pump chain, sodium potassium pump within your blood. Okay, so you need more potassium than salt or sodium, and this ain't hitting them numbers. So it's looking pretty terrible. The next four: thiamine, riboflavin, niacin. Okay, that's it. That right. Vitamin B6, folate, and vitamin B12. All these are B vitamins. Okay, so for energy and cell metabolism and things like that. I mean, it has a little decent amount in here, but steak has more. So far, it's looking like a piece of crap. It's not really that healthy. Stop listening to the folks that they use to influence your children to eat these things. Now, in order for these people behind these corporations to go ahead and try to sell us this bull crap that they call food that lowers our health, our vibrations within our body, they got to have somebody that can influence the youth, everybody, everybody alike. Now, who don't like the big fella, the big man? Shaquille O'Neal. Who don't like this man? All right. Why y'all think he got so many business deals? He a businessman with a business plan. Okay? So they pay him as an influencer, put him on a cereal box with this, with the Shaq goofy look, you know what I'm saying? Because he a goofy, he got a goofy personality. And then they got Tony the Tiger in the back. All right? Cinnamon basketballs, donkey balls in the milk. All right? I don't like that message that they sending to the youth like that. But let's continue. This is how they get in the mind of the children. Just like when I was young, I remember the good old days back in the 2000s, watching these they're great commercials like I showed you in the beginning, and they would run over and over and over and over. And what they're doing uh, is repetition, getting into the subconscious mind of the youth with these repetitive commercials talking about, ooh, Frosted Flakes, they're great. Okay? They trying to relate to our subconscious mind as children that if you want to grow up big and strong, you better drink some skim milk because that's what they have on the nutrition label, and you better get some damn Frosted Flakes up in your system. But the children that are eating these things and not eating the diet of indigenous cultures, such as in Maasai, like raw milk with, whole fat in there, actual meat, meat soups, um, making little fried chicken. Like I make fried chicken, but I make it with unbleached flour. Okay, and then I fry it in avocado oil. Children, they eat that stuff up. You can also make uh, chicken nuggets and get you a meat grinder or a meat mincer, and then you can mince the meat, and then you can form them into chicken nuggets. Okay, and then you can fry them up that way or throw them in the oven and they crisp up real good. You can even mix a little bit of butter into the mixture, and then you can make chicken nuggets that way. All right, to make it enticing to children. All right, and that would be a better complete diet for your children, especially if they're growing up. All right, as opposed to things like this, because I want each one of these videos to have a solution. Now that we know that Frosted Flakes is not healthy for a natural human being, we need solutions. So these are solutions that you can do. All right, since we know they paying people that are, famous, and you gotta sign your name on the dotted line. Just first of all, you gotta sign your name on the dotted line, and they talk about all this money you gonna make from, influencing our product. They be hitting people up that make videos on YouTube and these social media platforms, offering money to, promote various things like this. So y'all don't think if they doing that to us, don't y'all think they doing sending them emails to sack business people? Yeah, they're doing that. So we already know what's going on. We can see straight through this now that I've shown you this. You can't say that you didn't know because now you know. So if you got children, just know how they get your children to always ask you and bug you. Oh mama, oh daddy, I want some chips. Oh, I want some Frosted Flakes. It's because you got your child in front of that TV too damn much or on the tablet watching too much YouTube, and then they run them YouTube ads. These corporations know how to target the content that children watch, so they get in front of your children. And that's how they do it. If like back in my day, it was on TV, so they were running on Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and things like that. While I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. Shout out and put a comment down below if you know what that show Courage the Cowardly Dog is. Shout out to Courage the Cowardly Dog, one of the best TV shows out there on phone them. Um, but we see what you doing, Shaq, and you're not gonna get over on us. Even though you cool, you for the people, we still know that you down. You down on that contract, and you know what I'm saying? You working for them boys. So in closing, class, this is the type of imagery that they hit us with. This, as soon as we come into this world as a natural human being, trying to get us to eat this fake food so they can have us in the hospitals with diabetes and nutritional deficiencies to fuel metabolic diseases such as diabetes, diabetes type 1, diabetes type 2, and they even saying dementia is diabetes type 3. Okay? They always coming up with some bull crap, but all these things stem from what they know that they're doing. They know and they craft these damn cereals, Frosted Flakes. We talking about Frosted Flakes in this one, to be detrimental to your children's health and to your health. And I know ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. People still gonna feed their children this bull crap. But you watching this video, God has put you in front of this video to receive this information because He wants the best not only for you, He wants the truth inside of your head and the knowledge inside of your head and in your vessel to pass down to your children. Okay, just like our ancestors used to eat. Okay, our ancestors was not eating Frosted Flakes, just like our pet dogs and pet cats was not eating kibbles and bits. Talking about some yum 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 yum. Yeah, we gonna get into that yum yum yum, all right. But that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So in closing, the problem is Frosted Flakes, they're not good for you, okay? So send this video and share this video with people that be sharing and not sharing, buying Frosted Flakes for their children and themselves, talking about, oh, this healthy, I'm gonna build some muscle with this cause Kylie Muscle or some bodybuilder on YouTube that's taking steroids. Let me say that again. That's taking steroids can say, oh, I can eat this because I got a fast metabolism. Look, at the end of the day, you can speed up your metabolism based on your nutrition, and you can lower your metabolism based on your nutrition. Okay, so you just don't come into this world with one speed to your nutrition. It's just like a car. If you're not taking care of your car gonna start to break down, and the same thing is with your body. Okay, so again, what you can replace this with is nutritional food. Eggs, if your child does well on eggs. If they don't, chicken nuggets. Get you a little crock pot and start mincing in a food processor different little cheat cuts of steak. You can mince up fish and like make little soups. Get you a little soup seasoning packet. Add a little bit of butter in there. You know what I'm saying? Hook it up, and that'll taste tasty to them. You can make chicken nuggets, form them into chicken nuggets, throw them in the oven, freeze them, put them in a bag, a big old bag in the freezer, so that way they're ready to go. There's so many things that you can do to make this food palatable, a lot more palatable than fast food. So if you want to stop getting lied to about weight loss, nutrition, anything about it, remember to hit that like button down beneath this video. Go purchase the course if you want it all in an organized fashion so you ain't got to look all over my channel for the information. Or if you don't want to do that, go ahead and watch another video on my channel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell.